Iowa came out in a swarm and just obliterated the Badgers.
Yeah, Iowa last year was just the team that came out guns blazing in that game, and they know this is one that really propels them for the rest of the season. Winning the Heartland Trophy means so much, and it means so much for their conference championship hopes, too.
Yeah, came out blazing, got the success, had the win. Now they've had the bragging rights, but if you're Iowa, continue to build on this tradition. Man, this series is so close traditionally every single year. You want that trophy more than the other guys.
Turning it on! That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43.
And, man, we've all experienced these rivalry games and how much fun they are. And this offense had a lot of fun a year ago, right? Like, they dominated this rivalry. They've been kind of hot coming in. And I really look forward to seeing this running back. Can he be physical? Because you know the anger, the animosity, all the stuff that comes with these rivalry games, you need your running back to set the tone and have a great game.
And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
Yeah, and it's so nice. Don't overthink it, right? Just hand it off, get the first down, new set of downs, let's go.
The Hawkeyes will snap it on 1st and 10. Here's a give to Malton. And after that run, there is a player still down on the field. That is their freshman offensive lineman, and boy, they hope this isn't too serious. Howie Rowe will keep an eye on that. And the Hawkeyes have a lot of options on 2nd and inches. Got a man, it's James. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. Now on 1st and 10 from the 27. Out of the gun with Kamari Malton. There's a crease. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks for the first down. The Hawkeyes have taken it inside the 20. From the red zone, looking for a man. Makes a catch. That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line.
That's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
Handoff for Malton. He just carries it face long into a brick wall and has nothing to show for it again.
Offense tries. PO and hand off to the running back, but how about the defense up front? They're just too stout. They're not getting moved anywhere, and they're able to make a big-time play.
Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Touchdown, Hawkeye! Fired in from the red zone for the score.
Well, they wanted to turn the page after losing their last game, so how about you come out in this one? On the opening drive, you march the field 75 yards and put 6 on the board. You can't start a game better than that.
He'll bring it out. It's Kearney. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Badgers' offense will now get its first chance with the football. And here's the guy they want to feed, this senior running back. He is a steady, reliable, consistent force in this attack.
And you got to love this guy's speed. And to me, David, that's the one thing that really separates him from most other running backs in college football. There are so many guys at this level that can make you miss, and they can get in the second level. They can run through tackles, catch the ball, block, all that stuff. This guy, though, has home run breakaway speed. If he gets past your second level, he's out.
And you see defenses take angles on him, and he just outruns them. Like, he's just got that extra gear that's different, that scares you. You can tell people are trying to play so fast to try to catch up. So, number one job for this defense, man, try to make him play in the phone booth, right? Like, don't let him...
He's going to let one fly down the middle. Oh, he can't hang on to the football. A big play sitting right there for the taking, and they can't get it done early in this one.
And I love taking deep shots. I think it makes cornerbacks play honest, safeties play honest, and you could tell I just missed a little bit deep on that shot. But listen, those are shots that we want to take because the risk is definitely worth the reward.
Sets up the screen. No siree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one. The Badgers will line up to punt it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. He gets his first one of the day out of there. They used him 3 times in that loss last week. He gets a block. Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. Offense heads out to start this drive. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Ready to fire from the pistol. Here's a give to Malton. Breaks into the open. He's got 50 yards on the ground as he gets closer and closer to that magical 1,000-yard mark for the season.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
That kind of pickup on first down, and you can take a shot here on 2nd and short. Gonna run it. It's Phillips. Stumbled to the ground.
That's a backbreaker if you're the offensive coordinator, because on first down, you ran the ball, had a really nice gain. Short yardage situation, you just get completely blown up, and now you're having to probably dial up a throw on 3rd down. You need more consistency from the guys up front.
They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. They'd be looking at a 53-yard field goal from here. Instead, they'll try to pick it up on 4th down. They'll go with Malton. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive.
You know, in the modern era of college football, with everybody throwing it, it becomes harder and harder for running backs to put up big-time numbers. With that last carry, though, this guy's got 1,000 yards rushing on the season.
Good timing on the quick out. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down.
I love the anticipation on that throw by the QB on the out route. You got to throw it before the receiver comes out of his break. Nice work.
Second down, he'll throw it. He's got it and still on his feet. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Iowa! They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the extra point makes it 14-0. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And the score comes on a 17-yard throw for the touchdown. He'll bring it out. It's Coleman. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Here comes the Wisconsin offense to go back to work. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting blocks, and they need to get something together with this possession. They'll get this drive going from the 17. Joseph. Under fire. That pass is incomplete.
Yeah, and sometimes the coverage is just great. And as a quarterback, you throw the football away or don't try to force it too tight into a window, and you just say, hey, defense won that rep, good coverage.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
Tell you what, that was a lightning-fast decision. You could tell he knew what he wanted to do right away, makes the decision, but maybe his footwork wasn't a little bit good, and the pass wasn't where he wanted to put that thing. I know that.
Kinnick is having a connection fit to try to help the D on third down. Now here's Joseph. Unloads to the wideout. Soft spot in the middle. Nice job to get it past the sticks, and they get him down at the 35.
Okay, here's the bad news. They're down by a lot of points really early in this game in the first quarter. The good news is there's a lot of football left. The better news, they finally get a big play through the air. That's the kind of play that can spark some confidence and completely turn this thing around. They got to keep that up.
Surged ahead for a couple there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Yeah, and it's a nice job by this defense. Understand, listen, that QB is a threat. And they're going to run all kinds of options, and he's going to run the football. They were dialed in and got that sucker.
That's the end of the quarter, and Iowa is on top. They largely dominated this first quarter as indicated by the stats. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with 2nd down. Joseph on the play action. Fires to the wideout. Got him downfield. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. And the Badgers are moving quickly down the field. The option look, but nowhere to go. Stopped right at the line of scrimmage. One of the things that makes college football unique, the cool trophy. 72-pound brass bull here, guys.
72-pound brass bull. I'm not sure how they thought of that, but it's kind of cool looking. Bulls are kind of tough. I guess everybody, when you have a good rivalry, Palmer, I guess you need a good trophy to go with it.
Yeah, and I think one of the cool things about the Big Ten is you got all these trophy games, and now we're adding new ones to the mix. I'm all for it, man. Big brass bull on a stand. Good news is both of these teams, Wisconsin, Iowa, they've got a lot of big linemen that can carry that 70-plus pound trophy back to their trophy stand if they win.
From the gun on 3rd down, Joseph finds his man. Just what they'd hoped for on 3rd down as they've got a first at the 32. The Badgers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They're going to test the right side with this one. Pulled down after a pickup of 4 to the 27.
And I think this is the key in this game, man. These rivalry games, it's about passion, it's about emotion. And coming to this game, we saw him last week, man. He had over 100. Last year in the blowout, he was a non-factor. He's got to be the catalyst in this game. You can't have a repeat of what happened a year ago, where you're throwing the football because you're behind and you got beat down. You got to establish the line of scrimmage.
Well, this defense knew coming in they were going to see some RPO and they were going to see some quick game. A nice job there taking the throw away from the quarterback.
Throwing Joseph. Makes the catch. Oh, he's got some space. He was smelling that end zone, but they get him down at the 4 after the big pass play.
And we always go back and we look like, what was the play of the game? Those moments that were so big, that was huge for this offense, man. Already trailing in the football game, 3rd down and long situation to get that conversion.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Wisconsin. Big-time touchdown there to get some much-needed momentum.
You got to find something, right? Who you going to go to make that big play to get you back into it? You're not back in it yet. It's not tied. You're not there yet, but you're starting to inch back into it and get some momentum going.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before. And here comes the Iowa offense ready to go to work. How about the way they attacked the last time they had the ball, mixing run and pass and winding up in the end zone, Jesse?
That's why recruiting is so important. They've got weapons at every skill position on the field. Any of these guys is dangerous if they touch the football. Let's see what they do on this drive, David.
And so, Palmer, I got to take away something. I can't let them have everything and have success. I got to be aggressive against the run or play for the pass. I can't give them everything.
And they'll line up from the 31 on 1st down. This time he wants to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Finds space on the right. He'll be stopped at the 41, but give him 10 on that play. They are dialed in on this drive. A couple of chunk plays, and now they'll snap it on first down. On the draw, it's Moulton. Got enough for the first. They drop him at the 47-yard line, but he'll have plenty to move the sticks.
And this offense is clicking, man. This defense is going to have to find something in a hurry, right? That's 3 plays. That's 3 first downs. They've got to do a better job of affecting this defense, getting some penetration, winning at the line of scrimmage. You can't let them just move down the field and get a first down on every single play they run.
And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. Some of the oldest rivalries in the sport come from the Midwest, and the Big Ten, and Wisconsin and Iowa have been going at it since 1896, guys.
Yeah, and for years and years and years, regardless of whether you're a fan of Big Ten football or you're not, or these two schools, if you like hard-nosed physical football, 3-yard in a cloud of dust, good defense, this is your game. And for over 100 years now, fans have been tuning into that.
Well, and I think the competitive nature of this game, too, like the series is almost tied. It's almost identical records, so it just shows you it's going to be a great game, similar styles, and then bragging rights at the end.
Really nice job responding by the offense here. They watched the opponent go down the field and score a touchdown on that last drive. And you can see the quarterback there in the commercial break. He's telling his guys, let's go. We're going to go get this one. Everybody lock in. And that's what you're seeing on this drive. Doing a really, really nice job. They look confident. They're trying to score a touchdown themselves.
And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. We've reached the 2-minute timeout. We've got a tight one, and they'll try to build on the lead before going to the locker room.
I don't know if that's the coverage you want to be throwing wide receiver screens against. Oftentimes, you want the receivers to have some access. You want the DBs to be off a couple of yards so you can help set up the blocks and give the receiver somewhere to go with it. It's hard to run that against press coverage, and they only picked up...
Snags it, and he's open. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion.
And, man, you love to see that from this offense, coming out and answering, right? Like putting a drive together. Their defense just gave up a touchdown, but you want to snatch the momentum back. Nice job putting a little bit of a drive together. Now let's go cap this thing off with a touchdown.
And the Hawkeyes go back to work after moving the chains through. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Hawkeye! Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point puts them on top 21-7. So an 82-yard drive there. And the capper on that drive, the 10-yard touchdown run. Coming out with it, it's Kearney. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Okay, here comes the Wisconsin offense onto the field. Getting late here in the first half, they'll have a chance to make this a one-possession game.
And the offensive play caller here has to really be dialed in. It's important, down 2 possessions, Dave, that they're able to score some points. So you got to call your best stuff in this 2-minute situation.
And such a good opportunity to cut into a one-score game, create that momentum, get some good juices going for the second half, because obviously, you know, you built yourself a little bit of a deficit. You need some good things to happen, and it needs to happen on this possession.
I'll tell you, the offense might be setting up a shot down the field here. You might see them later fake the wide receiver screen and see if they can hit a tight end or another receiver running up the boundary. Keep your eye open for that.
They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down. The Hawkeyes call a timeout. It's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. They boot it away on 4th down. Hauls it in at the 25. The pursuit and coverage was there, and they swarm him under for no gain. Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. They've got time, they've got the lead, and David is sort of like a doctor. First, do no harm.
Do no harm, but also momentum is hard to create and sometimes hard to stop. You have it.
There he goes! And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47. Iowa spends his second time out here. And they'll still have run in their pocket for what's left in this first half. That's the way to start a drive, and now they'll try to follow up on 1st and 10. Out of the gun, the running back has it. They get him on the ground at the 37, but give him 15 yards on that chunk play, and they'll move the chains. Looking to throw on first down. Gets it out quickly. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. Now the Hawkeyes will call their third and final timeout. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. Second down, they'll go to the air. Throws toward the end zone. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity.
Well, the game plan's been pretty simple offensively, right? They are taking shots and they're being aggressive throwing it down the field. This guy's already got 2 touchdown passes. We're still in the first half. And on that last one, he was looking for number 3.
Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. He's looking to throw on third and short. Finds his man in the middle. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. And it looks as if they're going to try a field goal. He's going to try to punch one through from 45 yards away. The Hawkeyes will kick it away to crank up the second half. On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Holly, what did you find out coming out of halftime?
Coach, Jed Fish told me at halftime their defense has done a terrific job so far, and today they're kicking off here to start the second half. That defense has got to step up again because they are facing a really stout running game. They've done a good job in the first half, but I will let you know how this continues to build here in the third quarter. Back to you.
Okay, Holly. Brought down at the 28, but it's a 10-yard gain. Offense has it at the 28 on first down. Joseph throws to the wideout. It's complete. And they finally get him down, but not before. He's got him set up for business at the 49-yard line. And the Badgers peeled off a huge chunk of yardage through the air and now back to the line. They go play action with Joseph. And that one's incomplete. Worth taking a shot there, but couldn't hook up.
This is a top 25 defense, guys. One of the best units in the entire country. They're so good situationally, and they understand the importance of getting leads early, making the offense predictable, having to throw in these types of situations so they can adjust accordingly. And that's what they're doing right now. Their coverage is being dictated by the scoreboard. They're going to make it really, really hard on this quarterback here in the second half to throw any completions.
Joseph from the gun on third down. Quickly out to the tight end. Inside the 40-yard line and out of bounds at the 39.
Well, there's the trust this quarterback has in his guy, right? He knows he's going to give him an opportunity in critical down and distances. Third down, find your best matchup because you know he can make the catch, he can get his feet in bounds, and keep the drive moving.
They're testing the right side here. Picks up the first down. Wrestled out of bounds at the 26. A huge pickup on the ground. The Badgers back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Throwing Joseph. Here's a heat. They're working that left side. He'll be stopped at the 6-yard line, but what a job picking up yardage after the catch. And the Badgers line it up with a first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. These fans raising the volume on second and goal. Trying to slam in. Brought down short of the end zone, and that'll bring up third and goal.
After getting stopped on that second down, don't be surprised if the offense hands it off to him again here at the goal line on third.
They'll run it on third and goal. He is stopped well short of the first down, but they are still in field goal range, assuming they send the kicker out there.
And we knew the linebackers were the strength of this defense, but coming in the offense, man, they felt really good about their running back. And so far, man, it's been a fun matchup to watch, but advantage to these guys that have been filling gaps, scraping, getting to the football, making plays.
Touchdown, Badgers! Somehow they fought all the way back, and it's a one-possession game.
And this offense showing off a little diversity, right? Like being able to run that option a different way, get a receiver that can catch the ball on the pitch, confuse the defense enough to create enough opportunity for the QB to keep it and punch it in the end zone.
From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Iowa has the ball back on offense. So after watching their defense immediately give up a touchdown drive here in the third quarter, they'll try to answer here. Looking for room, it's Phillips. Stacked up after gaining a couple to the 23.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Handoff for Malton. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Great play by the defense there, getting the tackle for loss. But on offense, your mindset has to be, we need to be the more physical team here in the second half. We've got the lead, third quarter. We want to run the ball. We've got to have more success getting our blocks and moving forward if we're going to win this game.
Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short.
And that's a pretty good job by this defense. Man, it's so hard to limit these quarter...
Hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory. They'll run for it, and it's Malton.
Well, how's that for being aggressive? Early in the game, 4th down, in your own territory, and you go for it. And then your offense is able to come up with the big play, generate a ton of momentum, and stay on the field. That is impressive.
Looking downfield on first down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you could tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. And his throw is incomplete.
And a nice job by the defense understanding who their go-to guy is. That's the guy they want to feature. That's the guy they want to feed with good reason. He's a great player, but a great job by the defense taking away that primary read, making sure they don't make a big play.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. He's picked off, and he's thrown a dozen of them. Just a short return, but that would have been icing on the cake. They've got it first down at the 42. And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Unloads it left. Makes the grab. Ran through. Just keeps moving. He's stopped and forced out of bounds just short of the 10-yard line. They'll mark it at the 11. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Running the red zone, it's Jackson. They get him on the ground, and that'll be the final play of this third period. Midway point in the season, in games like this one can have a big impact on the rankings from week to week as we see upsets happen and favorites continuing to flex muscle. They had a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on second down. The run inside. It's Dupree. And he breaks the play. Touchdown, Wisconsin.
And, man, I don't know what they talked about at the half, man, but this team is rolling, doing an unbelievable job getting the football, putting it in the end zone again. And how about the defense doing their job, Palmer? Momentum is crazy in college football, but here in the second half, they've come out and seized it.
Yeah, this has been a master class in complementary football. Offense doing their job, the defense getting off the field, giving it back to the offense, everything going their way, and you're right. In college football, we see momentum shifts all the time. All of the momentum, all of the good juju right now, clearly on their side.
They'll start on the ground with Kamari Malton. Makes it past the marker. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. He's at the 20. Touchdown, Iowa! And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the fourth. The Hawkeyes with the get back. The extra point is good, and now in the fourth, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. There's a reason they call this dude a big playmaker. Moments just like that one.
Big-time playmaker.
And the ball's free, deep in his own territory. Sometimes the ball just bounces your way, and the offense very lucky to keep possession on that one. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Touchdown, Hawkeye! This defense making a big play and putting it in the end zone. They're now in really good shape to get back into the win column as they extend the lead here late.
Man, what a play by this defense. You're trying to get the ball back to your offense, trying to salt this game away and get the win. Not only do you create the turnover, you get the touchdown. Now you take a 2-score lead late in this. This defense just stepped up in a big moment.
The Badgers start this drive as the offense looks ready to roll. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do happen, so you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
Joseph on the play action. Bought a little time, lets it go. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play. These Hawkeye fans know exactly what to do to get behind this D on third down. In the den of the crowd, here's Joseph. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
3rd and long situation, we're bringing an extra DB on the field. We're telling our front guys to pin your...
Wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end. Joseph to throw for it on 4th. Heaves it on the run. Can't find his man. It'll be incomplete, and that is a heartbreaker this late in the game.
Tell you what, it gets late in the football game, man. I got to start being aggressive. When I'm in a hole and the clock's running out, like it's going to make me have to throw the football, be more aggressive. And this offense doesn't come through for their team, and now they're going to really need their defense to get some stops here in this football game in the 4th quarter.
The offense trying to throw it there quickly down close to the goal line. Nice job by the defense tackling the catch.
They've moved it forward to the 2. Now it's 2nd and goal. Looking to fire. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
And that's what the offense wants. They want to see you in man coverage, and they want to throw those slants, use those wide receivers and their big bodies to catch the football. Elite coverage. Great job being glued to your guy and being physical when he caught it. When he catches the football, I've got to immediately impact him so he can't catch it. That's how it's done.
So they'll send out the field goal unit. This field goal try to make it a 3-score game late. Never a doubt. Right down the middle. And now the lead is even bigger.
And with that kick, man, it's a tall order for the other side. I mean, down 3 possessions. Like, this offense is going to have to get the ball and do something with it, and do it quickly if they want to get back in this football game.
And Wisconsin has its offense back on the field. Giving up that last field goal really hurt. It's a 3-possession game, and things look dire, to be candid. Joseph. Pocket breaking down. Blasted as he lets it go.
The offense came into this game knowing that for them to win, they were going to have to make some big plays throwing the football. That just has not been the case. Here in the fourth quarter, they've been held to less than 200 passing yards, and that's really the story of the game, guys.
Misfired on first down, back to the air on second. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete.
And it's going to be hard for this offense, man. They've struggled to pass the football down the field, to make these explosive plays, and now, huge deficit. Got to make them. Got to find a way to push the ball down the field to create some explosive plays if you want a chance to get back in this football game.
From the gun on third down, Joseph. Quick completion on the out. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first. The Badgers will send out the punt unit. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. He'll take it on the return. He only needs a sliver of daylight. He'll be guided out of bounds, but not before a nifty return on that one. The Hawkeyes offense heads out to start this drive. And to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse, they'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here, Dave.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most important part. You got to put the drive together first to get down there. Now, when we get down there, focus on execution and getting 6 points.
They're dealing with a second and long. Back to pass. This time he's got it. No chance to run, but still a good gain.
Slant routes, they're good against man coverage, but they're good against zone coverage too. If that receiver can find the soft spot between the linebacker and the DB, you'll take that throw all day.
Third and short, coming from the 34. You wonder if this is 4-down territory. Tries to do it himself on the draw. They'll pick up enough yardage for the first down. They've got it at the 30.
And he's a little bit short, but how about the effort? At least he laid out. You see so many quarterbacks slide nowadays to protect themselves. He's laid out for the first down. Unfortunately, he's a little bit short.
Finds his big tight end. He'll be stopped, but not before he carries it down to the 9-yard line, and that's why you get the ball in the hands of your playmakers.
A little bit surprising, not going to lie. You got a big lead like this late in the game, and you're still throwing for it and being aggressive. But, hey, man, it's working. And if it's working, keep calling him, I guess.
From the red zone, it's Phillips. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
The run up the middle, looking for the score. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score.
This is the most important part of the field. What you did to get down here means nothing. Nice job by this defense, staying confident, staying aggressive, and forcing a third down and goal.
It's third and goal and third and long. They'll run with Malton. Push down for the tackle.
And this defense has got to be jacked up, and they've finally forced the fourth down, right? They've gotten a couple of first downs, got some things going, but I think it's decision time for this offense. And this D's got to do it one more time, right? They've got to get another play, a big fourth down stop here to get some of that momentum and get the football back.
Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and this offense just a couple of minutes away from putting one in the win column. Now on fourth down, they'll send out the field goal unit. That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect. And they'll push that lead out a little further.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, fourth quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest this way, and we looking pretty good.
Just barely able to stop him. He almost housed that baby. The nice return there. That last line of coverage is the only thing that stopped him from scoring. Fires to the wideout. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
It's been tough for this QB in this one. Very small windows to throw into, and he's been under some duress as well. It's hard to find a rhythm as a QB in those types of situations, and that's why it appears as though his team's going to be leaving here with him out.
And I absolutely love what this defense is doing, man. You know exactly what time it is. You've got a big lead. They're going to have to throw the football. So more nickels, more dimes, bring the speed on the field, and get ready to play the pass.
Got the quick pass. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down.
Hey, man, that's a...
And guys, hold that thought just a second, because here comes the fourth down play. If they don't get it here, this one is probably over. On the option. He'll pitch it. And some great fourth down defense against the run.
I think after failing on the fourth down, guys, you look at the scoreboard, you look at how much time is left. I think they're going to lose this football game. This coaching staff is going to have to dig deep and try to find ways to get this team better next time they take the field.
Got 6 yards on the play, 2nd and 4 coming.
Yeah, it's make or break time for this defense now. They got to get a stop, and if that's bringing more bodies in, bringing more beef in, they're running the football right up the gut, right at you. They're not going to throw the football in this situation. Time to be more physical and get this big stop.
On the move, it's Phillips. And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47.
He had a nice job dialing up that short yardage situation play call there, David. They needed 1 yard, and they picked up 2.
Yeah, great job up front. Great job by the back knowing where they need to go. Nice having a hole where you can get through and not have to just do it all on your own.
Sometimes you try to grab the brass ring. Other times you grab the brass bull. Iowa wins the Heartland Trophy as they take down Wisconsin. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis saying goodbye, everybody.